comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll be taken down. And for the moment, a big loss, but we do have a penalty marker to attend to. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. McDonald. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
It's going to be a long day. SOS. Five. Watch twist. Ready, go. Ready.
On 4th down, McDonald. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's West. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he cuts right side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Charkandrick West, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will get them one closer. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
They cannot
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the safety creep.
They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Hey, lock it. These babies cry on the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
Off play action. McDonald. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check, 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 check. Check 50, check 50. Leo. No. Hey, zoom. Let's go.
On 4th down, McDonald nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. from a yard out. And the Jets will extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, McDonald got it complete to West. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their mobile quarterback. 44 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2.
Check. Go. Check out. Ready.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We didn't. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Eric Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Trump.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, You don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Ricky Seals-Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game.